Ramadan is in 2 months, and if you haven't started preparing already, then now is the time to start. We have just entered the month of Rajab, one of the 4 sacred months, and it's so important that we don't waste it. The scholars used to describe the month of Rajab as planting the seed, and then Sha'ban as watering the seed, and finally Ramadan as picking the fruit. There are two main things to focus on during this month. The first is staying away from sins, and the second is increasing your good deeds. I know it sounds obvious, but just stick with me. Because it's one of the haram months, the sacred months, our good deeds are multiplied, but so are our bad ones. Allah says, فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسِكُمْ. Don't betray yourself during this month, because that's exactly what you're doing when you're disobeying Him. More in this month than any other. So I want you to write down a list of things you do that you know displease Allah. They may be things that are so ingrained in your lifestyle and such habits, part of your identity, that you no longer feel guilty when you're doing them and you no longer kind of see them as wrong. Whether that's not wearing proper hijab, or listening to things you're not supposed to, or talking to people you're not supposed to. I don't need to list them. But now is the time to kind of reevaluate what you have been deeming okay for yourself against Allah's standard, and work on cutting down on these things, especially during this month. Putting it on paper makes you admit it to yourself and makes it so much more real and hopefully that much easier to get over. And remember, Allah is the most merciful. He is the most forgiving. If He can forgive you, then you can forgive yourself and you can move on to the next version of yourself. So let's start afresh this month so that when Ramadan does come, we're more prepared to fully benefit from it rather than burn out after the first week.